Good morning everybody. Today is 23rd of September and 2020. Right now I am in the 10 Cambridge class. My name is Ferhan Mazher and the subject we are studying is Physics 5054. Today we are starting the new chapter. Its name is Light, and in this we will be talking about the first concept we are going to learn is about the reflection of light. So, if we talk about light, the concept of light, you can consider the light as rays. Because the light travels in straight line, that's why we say that the light travels in the form of rays. And the light always travels in straight line. For example, the light will be traveling in the straight lines, and what happens when the light come across another medium? I'm saying medium. Medium, for example, if the light is traveling in this air will be a medium. For example, if the light is traveling through the water, then the water will be a medium. If the light is traveling through glass, then the glass will be a medium. So you see, when the light travels in a medium, the light travels in straight lines. But if the light come across another medium, the light will bounce back from the boundary of that medium. For example, if the other medium, for example, the light is traveling in air and it come across a mirror, what will happen? If the light will strike, is in this medium,
Yes.
it bounces from the boundary of the second medium and comes back in the first medium.
Yes.
The light is traveling, for example, the light is going in this medium, the first medium, and collides with the boundary of the second medium, and from there bounces and come back in the first medium.
Sir, this only happens in opaque object. If another medium is opaque.
No, light reflects.
The very visible, very obvious reflection will be from the reflecting surfaces, and they are opaque. But even this glass, which is transparent, the glass in our window, it is transparent. But you can see it still reflects sunlight. If you stand outside, you can see that it's reflecting sunlight. This, the cover of your book, for example, this book, the cover of the book is opaque, but still some light reflects from it. Okay? So, reflection, first of all, what's reflection? If the light is traveling in one medium, and from the boundary of the other medium it bounces and comes back in the first medium, that is called reflection. For example, suppose you have a very smooth surface. You have very smooth surface, and the light ray, let me, for our understanding, just take a single light ray. The light ray is traveling in air. It is traveling in air. And this is a very smooth surface of a glass. It's a mirror. So it's traveling, it bounces from the boundary. So this is the mirror. Mirror is another medium. So the light which was traveling in air bounces from the boundary of the surface of the mirror and comes back into air. This is called reflection. Understand? This is called reflection. Okay, now reflection normally happens if the surface of the second medium is very smooth. So, for example, let me show you an example. Suppose here I have a surface which is very smooth. It's a very smooth surface. It does not have ups and downs in it. And ups and downs means microscopic ups and downs. So it's very smooth. So the light rays, I have light rays which are coming and striking the surface. These beams, these rays, they are parallel to each other. They are parallel to each other. If this reflecting surface is very, very smooth, after bouncing, after reflection, so these are reflected rays.
After reflection, they move parallel again.
Before reflection, the beams were parallel to each other. Because the surface was very smooth, after reflection, they are still parallel to each other. If this happens, yes, because the surface was very smooth. So before they were parallel to each other, after reflection, they are still parallel to each other. This is called regular. What do we call this? This is called regular reflection. What we call it? We call it regular reflection. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now consider an object, a surface which is rough, which has ups and downs in it. Now I will use parallel rays okay. You see? Now you see, these are, we call them incident rays, which are falling on the surface. We call them incident rays. So I have light rays which are parallel to each other, and they are falling on the surface. And this surface is not smooth. So what will happen? Some of them you see what happened? Before reflection from the surface, the rays of these beams, the beams of light or rays of light, they were parallel to each other. But after that, after reflection, because the surface was rough, what happened? They have been reflected in different directions. After reflection, they are no more parallel to each other. This is called irregular. This is called irregular reflection. You understand this thing? This is called irregular reflection. Sorry, you understand?
Yes.
So, the regular irregular reflection, they are very important. Now, let's talk about an experiment. We can, in the lab, we can do an experiment on reflection. You see, no, I'm just going to brief you about that. So, I will take, suppose we drawing board. Suppose we take a drawing board. Okay? On that drawing board, with the help of pins, I will fix a white paper. You see what I'm saying? Take a drawing board, that's just like the top of your table. Take a drawing board and with the help of the drawing pins, fix a white A4 size paper on the drawing board. And the drawing board is horizontal. Put it on a table, on a horizontal table. Then, with the help of a scale, or ruler, draw a straight line. Let me call it A, B. Then mark the midpoint of this line. Let me call it O. Then with the help of the protractor, the thing which we call D also,
Yes.
make a 90-degree angle with the AB line. Draw a perpendicular with the help of the protractor, mark 90-degree angle and draw this perpendicular, which is perpendicular to AB and is on the point O. What we call this? This is called normal. This is normal to AB. Normal means it's perpendicular to AB
Center point.
at point O.
Axis.
Sir, if it is not at point O, it is nearer much to B, then again it is called normal.
No.
Then if it's making 90-degree angle with the AB, it's normal.
It is making.
It is perpendicular to the AB. Yes. You can call it normal. Just to make it easier, we made it at the middle point of the AB line. Now, take a glass, a mirror. Take a plain mirror and use a wooden stand and put the mirror here on the AB line. The reflecting mirror always have two faces. One face of the mirror is reflecting. The other one is non-reflecting. So I have put the mirror, a plain mirror, and I have put it on the line AB with the help of a wooden block or wooden stand. Wooden stand to hold the mirror. Okay? So take a mirror, if this is a mirror, put it on this line AB. You understand what I'm saying? Put a mirror here, like this, like my hand, if it's a mirror. And obviously, if you want it to stand, so you need a wooden stand. Okay? Then, now it's a mirror. Then take a laser or a torch and direct that torch or laser. This is a torch, or you can say laser. Direct its light on the point O. Okay? Put a torch here in this manner. Its light is directed at the point O on the mirror. Here you have put a mirror. So this light will be reflected and it will go in this direction. Okay? You understand? Take two drawing pins. Take two drawing pins and put one drawing pin here because you will be able to see this line now. So from wherever the light is going, put a drawing pin here and let me call it P1. dry pin here and name it as P2. Put a dry pin here and name it as P3. Put a dry pin here on this line. Because the light is going from here, so you are able to put the light exactly wherever the light is passing. You put just pins there. Then take a lead pencil and encircle the position of these pins. Understand? Then encircle the position of these pins on the paper. First you put the pins. Then with the help of the pencil you make small circles around those pins. So the position of those pins is marked on the paper. Even when you put the pins, the position is marked. Name it as P1, P2, P3, P4. Then remove everything from the paper. Remove the mirror, remove the pins, remove the torch. What you will get, when you will remove everything, you will see this situation. When you have removed the mirror, when you have removed the pins, you have removed the torch, you will observe this thing. On that paper, when you will remove the mirror, the pins, the torch, the white paper will look like this. Okay? Then what you will do with the help of the scale, join the P3, P1 and the O. It's not that straight, but when we will be working it will be perfectly straight. And join the P4, P3 and O. Okay? The light came here and went from here. This is called incident ray. This is called reflected ray. This is normal. The angle between the incident ray and the normal, this angle, the angle between the incident ray and the normal is called the angle of incidence. And the angle between the reflected ray and the normal is called the angle of reflection. Okay? You will measure these two angles. You will measure these two angles. And to your surprise, they will be equal to each other. Now, you can repeat this experiment. How? Wherever you have put the torch before, you might change its look. For example, it's here. For example, you can further take it to the, you can say, to this side. So the angle of incidence becomes a different. It should be a different angle of incidence.
But they both will be same.
And then obviously when you will do this, the angle of reflection will be a new angle of reflection. But the interesting thing which you will observe, that the new angle of incidence and the new angle of reflection, they will be equal to each
Because
other.
always it reflects on the same angle.
So, yes. So this is how you can demonstrate reflection with the help of an experiment. There are laws of reflection. Laws of reflection. The laws of reflection are very simple. The first law of reflection is that the angle of incidence in the reflection, the angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. The second law says, and you have to kind of
What are these letters called?
what?
These symbols.
The cap we put. The cap means it's an angle.
Oh, okay.
Whenever I write the name of an angle, for example, if you're representing an angle, you just say angle A. So you put a cap over A, so which mathematically
means that
means it's angle. Okay. So on I have put a cap, so that means it is an angle. The first law of reflection is the angle of incidence and the angle of reflection, they are always equal to each other.
Yes, sir.
The second law says, he named three things. He says the incident ray, normal, and the reflected ray. Incident ray, normal, and the reflected ray, they all lie in the same plane. This line, and this normal, they are always in the same plane. Whether the plane is like this, or it's like this, or it's horizontal, or it's vertical. It is not possible. It is not possible. For example, it's not possible that incident ray and the normal, they are in this plane and the reflected light is in this way. No, that's not, it do not happen. They all of them, incident ray, normal, reflected ray, they always lie in the same plane. That's the second law of reflection. So these are the two laws of reflection, and you should, means this should be on your tips. Fingertips. That what is the laws of reflection? Do you understand? Achha. This reflection thing is used in the mirror. Okay. It is used in the mirror. So, in our course, we will be studying mirrors. But the mirrors can be of 2-3 types. You see, the mirror can be a plane mirror. It can be a plane mirror whose surface is plane. The mirrors which we use, they are in your washrooms or cupboards. Those are plane mirrors. They can be also spherical mirrors. The spherical mirrors are those mirrors, the reflecting surface is not plane. The reflecting surface is curved. For example,
The mirror of
you have seen the spoon?
Yes.
Spoon, yes. If you have very good spoon, its both sides are reflecting.
Yes.
Its inner side is also reflecting. It's like, but it's curved.
Yes.
Outer side is also reflecting. It's curved.
Yes.
So the spoon, both sides of the spoon, they are a good example of spherical mirrors. But in your syllabus, we will be only studying plane mirror. What happens with the plane mirror, the properties of the image which is formed in the plane mirror.
So I need to study about how pictures are formed.
Yes, 100%. We will study how to locate the location of the image in the mirror. It is very, very easy, inshallah. Okay, thank you very much. Today is 23rd September 2003. Right now I am with the 10 cameras And my name is Ferhan. Mazher. The subject we are studying is Physics 5054. Today we have started a new chapter that is about light. And today we have only discussed about the light, regular, irregular reflection, and an experiment how to demonstrate the laws of reflection. So thank you very much. Have a good day. God bless you all. Thank you.